Hello friends, my name is Deepak and through this channel we all are going to learn how to code in C#.NET Framework. In the videos I'm going to share with you what I'm currently learning so that you can also learn. For this you will need to install Visual Studio in your PC. I'm using Visual Studio 2017 in my machine, so if you really want to learn, you need to download Visual Studio in your machine as well. I'm not going through the installation, but if I get a request about installation of the Visual Studio, then I will definitely create a video about how to install Visual Studio in the PC. And the most important thing is like the code we are going to write in Visual Studio may or may not be helpful for intermediate or the person who really knows how to code. Because we will use baby steps to write the code, because I really want somebody who is watching this video to learn from this scratch just like I'm learning right now. So guys, if you feel like it is very basic for you, then in the follow-up videos you can watch my videos so that I will explain more core items about writing the code. So hopefully these videos will be very helpful for the person who really wants to learn coding from the scratch. So let's do it. The screen you are currently seeing is the screen of the Visual Studio. Once you open the Visual Studio, you will see the start page, and the color I have made the background as a black, because I like the black color in my Visual Studio. So if you really want to change your layout of the tools, then you can go to the options and change the layout. But I'm not very much worrying about the colors or the background of the scheme. Rather than I'll focus on coding. So guys, let's start from the beginning. First, when you see this screen, once you open the Visual Studio, go to the File, New, and select the project. Once you open the project, you will see a bunch of list that will be opening in the center of this new project dialog box. So from that one, once you click the Visual C#, you have to select console app.NET Framework, where we will be writing our code. After selecting that one, then you need to define what will be your project name and then where you're going to store this project. So in my case, I'm going to give this project name Hello World. This is the basic program that everyone uses, like when they first write their code. In this program we will see like how we're going to print the hello world in our screen. So I'm going to save this project in a folder in my desktop. This is called Let's Learn Together, and this is the folder I'm going to use, which will be the day one, since this is our very first session. Select the folder and click OK. I had already this project in that folder, so I'm just going to overwrite this folder. Maybe you will not see this notification in your computer. Now once the project is created, you will see a bunch of text in the black screen, and then you will see your project name, Hello World, on the right hand side of the Solution Explorer. This is the place where we're going to write our code. So whenever we execute our code, first thing it will execute is the main, where we were going to write our all code, and we were going to execute our code from this method, main method. Main method is the very first method that will be called when running this program. And this is the class. Program is the class, and the class is the container which contains all of the methods in our application. So it has a main. It might have more than one method, but those methods will contain inside this method called program. But for our first step, we will just use main method. We will see how to write the code and how to execute the code through this Visual Studio. So let's start from writing a small basic code. First thing you need to know, like to tell the computer what to do and how to do. You're the one you have to write code, or you have to tell a computer by typing or doing something. Without doing that one, computer doesn't gonna know like what you want. So for that one, I'm going to tell you like which method I'm going to use, which class I'm going to use to print our small text, which is the hello world. For this one, there is a class called console, and then you can see, guys, like once I'm typing, it is giving me the hint like which options I want to use. Since this is just a console command, I will just take this one, and then you will give the period, and then you will type as right line. You saw that the options it give me to pick. So from that option, I'm going to pick the right line. So what right line does is like right line will read the text, whatever you type within the parentheses, like hello world. Now since we already told the computer, okay, we want to execute this program where the text is hello world. So since we already wrote our first code, which is hello world, to execute this program, we'll go to the start menu and click start. So once it starts, it executed something in the background. It says like hello world was executed, but it went away so fast that I couldn't even see that. I'm going to put a pause in the screen so that we can see what has been written in the screen. So for that one, we have another class, another method we're going to use. So now we're going to tell the computer print this hello world and then pause it. Don't exit out from the screen where you're going to print this hello world. Now let's see what is the output we will get. So here is the output we got. It says hello world. And so here you go, guys. We have completed writing our first code, hello world. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon. Bye bye.